and I've consistently done 15K with my eyes closed, working probably 3 days a week. I haven't worked a Monday or a Friday in a long time.
Well, we are here with Angela Polson, and I'm so excited to have you on today, be able to get to know a little bit more about you and your insurance journey. Um, well,
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, Angela, tell me a little bit about yourself, kind of, how you found insurance and kind of like your origin story into it.
Okay, cool. So, Angela Polson, I started in insurance in April of 2025. And prior to that, I was in sales. I did high ticket. So, I worked from home. I love that lifestyle, love the sales lifestyle, being able to kind of make your own schedule. However, offers they go up. You have a
Yeah.
huge high and then they come down, right?
Yeah.
And every offer I had been on had come down. And I
Mm,
was really tired of just jumping around. So Spencer is a guy that I mutually knew in this space in high ticket,
yeah.
and he was in insurance. And he kept posting like these insane figures of weekly payouts. And I
Yeah.
knew some of the guys. And I was just like, well, they can do it. I can do it. But I don't know anything about insurance. I've never done that. My mother-in-law did that. Like, nah. So I ended up hitting Spencer up after I kept seeing the numbers.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is recession proof. This is you are the own boss. You dial, but you're dialing for you. You're in full control. And I was like, okay, maybe you need a career,
Yeah.
right? Like, not, don't just be a sales girl. Like, let's be a career girl.
Yeah.
And so I finally did it. I was stubborn and it took me a long time to actually come over. I think I started in like February, but it was actually April when I was like on board.
Yeah.
So in April, that's when I jumped in and I went all in on insurance. I dropped all the other things I was doing and, paid my dues.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Here.
And you had kind of mentioned of kind of going from doing a bunch of things into like a career girl and being able to make this into a career. What was that moment for you of when it like clicked and you're like, hey, like this is really the pathway for me to go?
Just the amount, like you see someone doing really well, right?
Yeah.
That is just bringing that into your reality that you can do that too. Right. And so when I kept seeing not just people I knew and worked with in prior offers doing well, but women like crushing it, multi six figures a year. And all they're doing is just duplicating what I have. Like I'm given the exact same thing. They're not better. They're not more sales trained. Like there's nothing more special. And so that was when I was like, anybody can do this and make stupid good money. So this is going to be the lifestyle for me. This is going to put me where I want to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. And when before you got into insurance, did you have any like preconceptions of what insurance was, or being able to think about, you know, anything about the industry?
Yeah, so my mother-in-law did insurance sales, life insurance to be exact.
Okay.
And she had to couch sit, she had to go work and take them gifts and, to just like peruse and caress them and track down their payments. And so I was
Yeah.
just like, I ain't doing that. Well, one, I'm not going to anybody's house. I'm a work from home girl.
Yeah.
And so when Spencer was like, no, this is all done digitally, you stay at home, you set your schedule, I was like, oh, well, this is a lot sexier than the old school way of selling life insurance. So let's do that.
Yeah. That's awesome. What does like your the day-to-day look like for you right now?
Well, I dial from 8 to 11, and by dialing, I purchase my own leads. And then I go through and I dial them, try to book appointments from like 2 to 6. And I don't really work past 6. Some people do, but it's my life, my schedule. And so that's where I want to be done. And if that lead can't negotiate within that time frame, they're not the lead for me.
Yeah.
So I just let that go and just call in more abundance with other ones that will.
Yeah, that's awesome. What would you say are like some of like the hardest things a part of insurance? Is it like the sales? Is it the mindset? Like what about it for you is kind of the tough part?
Well, I'm going to say mindset because you can absolutely get beat down right? They're going to act like you owe them child support when you talk to them on the phone sometimes, and that's okay. You just have to brush it off. That's just the nature of the beast. But having a day where you do 10 presentations and maybe you don't write one book of business, not one. That day, you've got to mentally get up and do it all over again. And that is where you just have to be very disciplined because you're not going to be motivated unless you're money motivated.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna have to have discipline to keep showing up. And then that next day, you might write 6K. Like it's all gonna balance out. But yeah, I'm gonna say mindset.
Yeah, no, that's huge. What was like the turning point as far as like inside of your process when obviously I'm sure you weren't successful on day one. You had mentioned that it was kind of like,
Actually, I was.
oh, you were?
I
Okay,
was.
yeah. Tell me
Um,
about it.
I I don't I've always just been a very lucky girl, but
Yeah.
day one I spent I think $100 on D leads is what we call them. They cost $1. So
Okay.
that bought me 100 leads. I went through them, I dialed them, I booked some appointments, and my very first call wrote the business. It was like 1,000 something AP for the year.
Wow.
So it's not too bad. But
Yeah.
that kind of catapulted me into just knowing, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
I needed that win.
Yeah. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, so just like straight to the success train from the beginning, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. One thing that you had mentioned earlier is that you came from like high ticket and then
Mhm.
you got into the insurance space. Obviously, like I've been in high ticket as well, but for you, like what's been like the main differences from like a high ticket offer into insurance?
Not having anybody watch over you,
Mm,
you
okay.
know? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like sales are down. We're gonna need y'all to increase dials. We're gonna need you to just do more follow-ups, do this, that. Like nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming to save you. You are fully in control. If you don't show up, you don't make no money.
Yeah.
But you can choose that. So I think just not having someone track your dials, track your talk time, what is your close ratios, like all of that stuff. And that is such a breath of fresh air.
Mm,
And if anyone's been in high ticket, you know how many freaking meetings they make you have, right? You've got
yep.
sales meetings, you've got trainings, you've got this, that, and the other, and then they still expect you to meet your quotas and your this, that, and the others. Here it is one meeting, one time a day. It's a training and they're providing value. So
Mm,
you really want to show up for it.
yeah.
But that's the biggest difference.
Okay.
Management. You don't have it. Nobody's checking on you. No, I mean, they will. I'm not saying that about Spencer. Sorry, Spencer, but they'll check on you, but nobody's going to be like, why aren't you at work today?
Yeah, they're not managing you. They're just like more of your like your friend wanting your
They're
success.
supporting you. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's awesome. Compared to like high ticket, like what was your biggest month in high ticket compared to like what was your biggest month or week inside of insurance?
So in high ticket, my biggest month I would say was 30 grand.
Okay. It's good. It's very
That
good.
was a very successful month. I was very
Yeah.
happy with that. Here I'm gonna say I've definitely done 20 grand just starting in April,
Yeah.
20 grand months, and I've consistently done 15K with my eyes closed, working probably 3 days a week. I haven't worked a Monday or a Friday in a long time.
So you're doing 15K months, working 3 days a week,
Oh,
consistent.
8 to 11 and 2 to 6.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive.
Yeah,
Very
and I got the
impressive.
receipts. So if they want receipts, I'll show you.
When you look at consistency, would do you think like how does it compare to the high ticket space? Like how would you compare the consistency between the two?
It's better.
Hmm.
With high ticket, I feel like you're at the mercy of the ads and the ad
Mm.
team. And if they change something, okay, well, your paycheck just went down.
Yeah.
If they decide to cut ad spend because something broke or something's mismanaged over here, then that's your paycheck getting affected. Whereas this doesn't matter. I had a 10K week off of $1 leads, and I was only spending
Wow.
$100 a week on leads. So I spent $100 and I had over 10K week. So that is consistent.
Wow.
Would you do that every week? No,
Yeah.
but you're gonna consistently make money. If you put the output, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, that's incredible. So you did 10K off of $100 in let's call it ad spend, like
Yeah,
$100 in marketing. Wow, that's awesome.
exactly.
That any other money that went into that, or is that like, you get $9,900 profit back in your pocket?
That's basically it.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, I mean, we get paid 75% up front. So
Yeah.
this kind of goes down a rabbit hole, but that 75% up front, yeah, I got that now and I get paid within like 1 or 2 days. That's another really freaking cool thing.
That's
Like you
no
write
way.
business today, you're paid by Friday.
Wow.
Like, and some of them are faster than that.
Yeah.
That's that's so great.
Yeah.
You can, like, I really watched my bank account just start going tink, 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 daily deposit. And that's a good place to live.
Mm.
Place.
Yeah.
And then Spencer reminded me that, that 25% I don't get paid, you get that at the end. So month 9, 10, 11, or 10, 11, 12. I'm going to just start having deposits. I don't even know where that's coming from. You don't talk about living in an abundant mindset. Like, just get deposits and don't even know where they're coming from. That's going to change your mind and your life.
Yeah, that's huge. So yeah,
Yeah,
just having that the work already put in, and then 12 months down the road, you're just gonna have more deposits be hitting. Well, it's
right.
basically like ad spend and essentially like lead spend for the next year. You're already paying it off
Like,
100%
it's
profit.
never going to stop because if you consistently do, let's say 10K a month, that's a residual check coming through after that eighth month or 10th month, whatever. You're never going to stop getting those residuals.
Yeah.
So that's really dope.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. What's our thinking about success habits, obviously, like you don't have management, you don't have anyone kind of like looking over your back, seeing what's going on. What are like some success habits or some advice that you have to be able to achieve, what you've been able to achieve in insurance so far that you've had to develop?
I'm the team. Okay, so
Yeah.
like getting on Zoom, everybody's there, Zoom or Discord, wherever you want to be. But that is group rooms. Those become your family. They're helping you, they're supporting you. Some have been doing it a week, some have been doing it a year and a half, but there's so much knowledge there, and everybody tries to help. You
Hmm.
can people will unmute and you can listen from them, so you can just hear how they pitch or how they're what their banter is, because sometimes that's something you got to do. You got small talk, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've heard some of the cutest little things I just pick up from other people, and I just adopt that and put that into my repertoire.
Yeah.
But I think those are the best way to be successful. You're just who you know is what's going to get you where you need to go in life, period.
Yeah. I feel like it's that for everything, which is
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Looking at, people on the outside looking in, especially about like life insurance sales, if someone was listening in thinking that maybe it's too good to be true, what would you tell them based on your like real experience?
Well, I mean, definitely thought that. I was like, there's no way they're making 10K a week. There's no way they're doing 6K a day. Um, this has to be, and I even had conversations with other people that went into other offers, and I came here and they're like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad I made the jump because now I'm in it and I'm seeing people have insane, like 40K weeks, bro. That's life-changing money. And
Yeah.
they're not doing anything different. It's experience, time, output. That's literally it.
Yeah. That's so true. Um, did you ever have anyone that was in like your personal network that like doubted you or kind of thought you were crazy for doing this, or did you have that
Um,
experience?
no, because everybody in my circle is amazing. Very supportive. Did I think I was crazy? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, girl, what are you doing? You're going to get licensed at this age? No, ma'am. But I did it, and now I'm so glad because it's done, right?
Yeah.
It's behind me. I have a career. Even if I don't stay at this one particular company, which I don't foresee that, but I can go anywhere. I can have a job forever, and I'm never going to have to worry about it being something that people don't need. It is a great product, so I'm not like scamming people. I feel
Yeah.
really good about what I'm delivering. So it is a win-win. If you can get behind a product that benefits people, then you're rocking and rolling.
Yeah. That's awesome. How have you seen like your life shifted since you joined insurance? Like you were in high ticket, obviously like a big one that you already mentioned. You work 3 days a week, which is pretty
That's
insane to
huge.
be able to do what you're doing. But
Mhm.
have you seen any other life shifts since joining insurance?
Freedom,
Yeah.
absolute freedom. I can do whatever I want. Not to mention just the people that I've met, the opportunities that get presented to you because of the people you meet. But freedom is a big one. I don't want to work every day. I don't want to grind. I want to live that luxury lifestyle, and this is going to get me there.
Yeah. That's awesome. Looking at like the future, where do you see your business or your life going in the next like let's say 1 to 2 years within the insurance space?
Yeah, so I didn't come in and build a team right away.
Yeah.
A lot of people do, but I wanted to, because I knew nothing, I wanted to understand what I was doing and really make sure like my feet are all 10 toes. We're in this, we're doing this, we're committed to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't back out now, but, and so now for the future, I'm going to start building an agency.
Mm,
And what that would look like for me is that I can support my team, and then I'm not having to dial, and I'm not having to run appointments, even though I can and I would to support my team and show them I can do that. But it's not mandatory anymore.
yeah.
It allows you to step away from doing so much of the work and just kind of be like a supervisor, manager, whatever. So
Yeah.
that's the goal.
Helping others be able to get to those 15K months off 3 days a
Yeah.
week.
Because I mean, you might not know me or the people watching this or whatever, but the people that do, I'm they can relate to me. They know my story. They know this, that, and the other. So when they see me doing well, that's going to be an easy way to recruit people in, because the legitimacy's there, the reputation's there, the proof, the paychecks are there. That's
Yeah,
what it's really about.
absolutely. If someone's watching this and thinking about how to get in, what does it look like to be able to take those first steps? What would you tell them in this moment?
Start right away. What I would say is the licensing. I drug that out, and I wish I hadn't have, just because I was still working another job and I wasn't all in. Yeah, I was still like doubting myself.
Yeah,
But just do it, get the test done, get into the industry, and then go all in. You can't tiptoe this. I
yeah,
just don't. I don't think that's going to work. If you want to be the one on the phone and not running an agency, then you've got to come fully in. You
yeah,
got to take your beatings, you got to take your phone calls, um, take your wins, and learn from the losses.
yeah. I love that. That's so true. Being able to come in, learn the process. Learning's not easy, and it's kind of like it's a new skill set to be able to have, even if you're in sales. Like even for me, like coming in, I was in sales and had to come in and take the beating as well and
It
be able to
is.
learn it.
It feels like a beating because I mean we're sales technically trained,
Yeah,
but in this industry that doesn't even matter. You don't have to be a salesperson.
yeah,
We're just transitioning. So I mean anyone can do this. You don't have to have sales. You don't have to be a people person. I swear to God, you don't. Like, just do you have a phone? Do you have a computer? And can you talk? Okay, cool. You got a job.
pretty tough qualifications there, Angela. I mean, if you got a phone,
Yeah.
can talk, and have a computer, it's the right industry for you.
I mean, basically, that's it.
That's awesome. Well, Angela, do you have anything else that you want to tell anyone watching? Anything that's on your mind?
Well, I would just say that what you see is actually real. The money is insane. And when they show receipts, they're actual receipts. And I'm living proof of that. I watched my bank account go from very little because I was on a drowning offer to like 5 grand overnight. And I was like, what just happened? Deposit started hitting, and I was like, okay. So that's life changing, and anybody can do it. And that's the best part.
Hmm. That's so good, Angela. Well, thank you so much for joining me here today, and I'm so excited that we got to be able to connect and get to learn a little bit more about you.
Thanks.
And I'm excited for anyone watching this. And if you are interested, feel free to reach out, and maybe we can get you on Angela's team, and you can be the next person making those
Oh,
15K months.
we doing that luxury girl lifestyle. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much once
Thank you.
again, and looking forward to an update here on those 30, 40K months with that team coming in.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for
Let's,
joining us.
yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.